we've explained what machine learning is, three types of machine learning, what machine learning model is, or model for short, and all of this we've used analogies, something most relatable to everyone, both technical and non-technical individuals. And today, what we're going to be discussing is training a model. So what does it mean to train a model? So here is it. I'm going to explain it both in technical term, and then I'll bring analogy to best define it, to best describe it for those people that are non-technical. So on the technical side, I'm always starting with the technical side, so I'm sorry about that. You just have to wait. On the technical side is the ability of teaching a system how to recognize patterns, relationships that exist between data. And then you get to do this for the model to learn it over and over again. Now you already know what model is. So you do it for this model to learn this over and over again for the sole aim of reducing mistakes, for the sole aim of improving accuracy in making decisions, to improve how accurate the decisions that this model is going to be making in future is. That is what it means to train a model. Now, let's bring this analogy in most common term. So if you are asked to train someone, a little kid, on how to recognize what dog is, what cat is, and what chicken is, and you do it, you can teach the kid over and over again. You might not learn it from the first time, you teach the kid over and over again. And after some time, the kids start recognizing those items. And that is also a form of training that you are giving to the kid. And that's what we're doing in machine learning. But here is the sweet part of machine learning. When you are training a model, the first step you do is to get your data. I've also made a video about data, so you get to watch all of that. You get your data, and then once you have these data sets, what you do is you clean it up and then pass it in a form that the machine learning model in question that you're training accept. Once you give it and then you tune the hyperparameter, that means you're going to, tune the model features to make sure that the model is learning fine, because it's going to happen over and over again. So whichever, as the training progresses, you tune the model parameters. This is more like what we call what you call cross validations. You get to do this over and over again until you have the best parameters that defines the model, that makes the model to learn better pattern in the data set, or to learn better relationship in the data set. So that's basically what it is to train a model. And then when next you hear about someone saying he's training a model, you have the right questions to ask. You know what the person is doing, and you have the right questions to ask, like what kind of model are you training? What's the model doing? How is the model performing? How is it improving? You can even go further to ask what kind of parameters does the model take, and then you just get to do all of that, because you're not just a newbie now, you're now someone that is experienced in the machine learning field. And my next video, I'm going to be explaining some of our other deeper concepts that sound, that sound mystical. So I'm going to be making it common. I'm going to be explaining it using a very common analogy to make everyone understand it moving forward.